Shiba, I actually like how you mentioned speed player because I myself wouldn't consider myself a speed player. I would actually say I'm a
Really?
Bro,
stamina.
what?
I would say I'm a stamina
Oh!
player.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the TTB Podcast. I'm your host, Leo, and with me are our usual co-hosts, Shiba and Pundice.
Hello.
And today we have a very special guest, which is KHC.
Yo,
K-Huts.
what's up, guys?
Right, welcome to the show.
Welcome, K-Huts. How's it going?
Yeah,
dude?
welcome. Yeah, so to start off, we can maybe ask KHC what got him into OSU.
Hi, Casey. So yeah, just introduce yourself and tell us how
Oh,
you got into
God.
OSU. Literally ripped from the OSU interview script, but okay.
Oh god.
What got you into OSU?
How did I got into OSU? That's actually a good question. I think back in 2016, I was watching like some German storytime YouTuber, and basically, while he talked and like told a story, there was like OSU in the background, like as just as like gameplay for no reason. And that's like the first time I like saw the game, and I asked them in the comments what game it was, and well, they told me, and that's basically how I started playing.
Ah, so
And you've
it's
been stuck here ever since.
What?
You've been stuck here ever since.
I've been stuck there ever since. I haven't really started grinding until 2 years later, but I was like, yo, this game looks so stupid. This is perfect for me.
definitely
The
a
strategy.
much more different like way of discovering it, because most people say they got it from directly an OSU video, but you got it from a regular German commentator channel. Were they like special for OSU, or did they just kind of pop it in?
No. They usually used to put in surf clips, actually, like CSGO surf.
Oh yeah.
But there was
Oh.
like this one random video where you just had an OSU clip. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this game?
I see.
Oh.
That's
Do you
interesting.
play any other games?
Oh yeah, I play yes.
You play yes?
I play yes. I play yes.
My
For
Steam
example?
library is large.
Is
What games
Valorant
are usually
one
present
of
at
them?
OSU?
I play a lot of Terraria recently. I used to grind Rust. There's a lot of fun games like CS. I have over 1,000 hours in. Like everybody.
Mm.
Yeah, and then just still the random games, Risk of Rain, Toho games, all that stuff.
That is a wide range of games. Damn. I
I
think
just don't play games like League. I don't play MOBA.
yeah. No, that's
Good
fair.
choice, good choice.
That's literally like the only kind of game I don't play, like MOBAs and MMORPGs.
This weekend I went on a 10-game losing streak.
Oh no, Leo. Leo, please. Wait, were we talking? Are we including? Oh wait, no, we've only played one game, didn't we, Leo? We played like
Yeah.
1 or 2 games of League together.
I
Yeah,
saw
you
that
got-
earlier today.
Yeah, Pundice. Dude, move to Spain so you can play with us, bro. For real.
Soon TM. Soon TM.
Yeah, no, that's a huge wide range. Something that I've always thought about in OSU is that how loads and loads of different game communities come together. Or like it's either right, you get one half, which is all the FPS junkies who come in thinking that OSU's like for aim trainer, and then they actually come in and play the game properly and enjoy it. And then you get like the people from a crazy range of games. Like I from Terraria to Gmod to ridiculous amounts of games, to other rhythm games as well.
Yeah.
It's super diverse. The community is crazy unique because of that. I think that's super cool about it, is that literally anyone has loads of people gone into it from like different areas and whatnot. I'm
Have you
still
mentioned-
surprised. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just about to say, have you mentioned the people who get into OSU just by searching their anime music and then like finding the OSU gameplays?
Wait, really?
Yeah, there's people who literally get into OSU because of anime.
Oh yeah, no, of course. Sorry, I don't even know why I said that. That is a dumb question. Yeah, of course. Why did I even? Dude, honestly, my brain froze and I just said really to anything there. Dude, I would have.
He just stopped thinking.
Yeah, I literally. You would have said Osu circles, and I would have been really? No way. That's creepy.
I thought square.
I also thought square.
Oh, and
I thought
Wasn't
triangles.
there like an Osu? Wasn't there an Osu with just like squares? I don't remember what it was called, but I remember it was like a.
I think that's isn't that a Osu mod?
No. There was like an actual separate game where it was like Osu with squares.
Back in the
Hold
day,
on, let me see what
laser
it's
used
called.
to had square hitboxes. Nobody knew.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, it used to have square hitboxes for a
So you
long
can
ass
hit the
time.
corner?
Yeah, you can hit the corner. Nobody knew until like I don't know. I think it's been fixed like last year, but still.
I think that's
Was
super
pretty funny.
easy. That's super easy to easily discovered through fucking like high CS maps.
Yeah, but like nobody played it.
Oh, that's true.
Like nobody played laser.
Yeah, it just wasn't well enough played to like be able to report a lot of bugs. Really.
It's
Now
a-
it's a lot more played.
It's a long work in progress, but it's starting to get really good. It's starting to look really
Yeah.
nice.
We're gonna get
Go on.
Ozu Laser in 2 years, hopefully. No,
Let's go.
Oh, 5 years ago.
no Pundice, maybe you can leak when it's gonna get released.
Yeah, guys, the exact date of Osu Laser's release is gonna be on set date.
Laser's got loads of different
Actually,
features.
it's coming out in
though
2 days,
now.
guys.
2 days. 2 days. True. Peppy
2
surprise
days.
release.
I think it already has been released. It's kind of like with
It's released, but it's not like it's not.
it's
stable
like
client. You need
it's
a
like
KPP.
with let's say Counter-Strike 1.6, you know. Then Source got created, CSS, and people started moving over, but not everybody. So
Hmm.
it's like it was like a long process of like people migrating to the new game.
Like
and
Skype
then,
to
like-
Discord.
Yeah, and then like CS:GO like brought them back together. So it took them another game initially
I think the
to fix the
game.
community.
I think Laser is ready to play. It's just not ready to replace current stable client. I think
I think it's too laggy right now.
that's kind of
Yeah,
what
it's
that's kind of
also
what's
like
Peppy
really
doing.
volatile with the changes. I think.
I have a very bad computer, so
Some
can't
people
really
help.
actually
anything.
have better frames on laser.
how is that possible?
Well, I mean, modern optimization, isn't it? Like, I mean, I felt nicer on laser actually. The gameplay felt smoother when I played it, but I obviously because I'm too used to stable, I still preferred stable. I wasn't too big of a fan of like. I love the way how the UI looks. I think I'm just too stubborn, and I'm too used to the current stable one. I actually tweeted at Peppy saying like, "Hey, I love laser. It looks really good. I was wondering if you would like have a setting where it would still have the features, but like with a UI like as similar as stable." And then he just he just replied to me saying you can use stable for that, and I was like, all right, Peppy, leave me alone, bro. Like,
Well, I mean, it's kind of like imagine you're a developer of a game and you add features, and then the community is like, "Yo, nice feature. Can you make a toggle for it?"
yeah, now that you say that, I feel like a bit of a dick now. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point though. I think
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
maybe you can make
yeah.
it like
it looks great.
like
yeah.
customizable, like. Yeah, that
You know,
would
I
be
don't
nice.
think it looks
Yes.
bad. I think I need more time to get used to
Yeah.
it and like switch on and off until I'm fully ready to switch.
That's usually it.
It was more like the muscle memory. Like the sudden change is going to confuse me a little bit. So that was kind of that's what I meant. I think maybe they might have took it the wrong way. But I wasn't trying to say, "Oh yeah, it sucks, bro." Like give me stable UI, bro.
This reminds me of top players like retrying with escape and clicking the retry button instead of using their hotkey or
Oh,
control.
I
R.
did that.
I still
Yeah,
I still do
that's-
that.
It's
I
literally
used to
just
do
muscle
that.
memory, but they could do it like way faster.
No, I feel like if
Actually,
I
I
have
think
like
that is faster because the when you hold down the quick retry, it takes a little bit longer because it has to confirm that you actually want to restart.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I play on the keypad. I have to move my hand over my entire fucking desk just to hit escape. So yeah.
Don't you have a small button on your keyboard like under it?
No. The Lotus keypad only has 2 keys and nothing extra.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing keypads. It might have not been Lotus to be fair, but I'm pretty sure some
Yeah,
keyboards don't
other
they have like
keypads have
tiny
that.
buttons like under
Other
it.
keypads have that.
Yeah,
Not every keypad, but some have it.
that's fair enough. I'm looking forward to Stable. I can't wait for it. Not Stable. I can't wait for Laser to come out like fully. Like Pepe's like, hey yo, get over here. PP's on. Go 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 go.
I'm not like too hyped for it, but I'll be happy once it does come because I feel like I don't know, it's cool. I don't mind it at all. I just
Yeah.
I mean it doesn't really make much of a difference to me. I'm happy
Well-
playing how I am.
What would be kind of cool though is if we did like a profile reset on everyone.
Oh, that
You know,
could
I'd
be
actually
really
kinda like that.
controversial.
I mean, I'd like at least mine to be reset, but I don't think that'd be cool because then you have players that don't play the game anymore and their plays will be like removed.
That
Because think about it. Because then people are like, because then there's people's profiles like for example Raruchi or Hvik or even the Lua, right? Their plays are gonna be gone forever, right?
We could just keep them like on the old stuff, but we like make a cut and like open to a new era, and like people who have like depending on like medals or something you got in the past, you could maybe get like one-time things in like the new.
They
in the new
could.
era,
Yeah,
if that makes
I'd
sense.
like there to be an
a
option to reset your
prestige
profile.
thing, like a prestige thing, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel like you can maybe like separate like the website leaderboards into like old and new, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
I just think it would be cool to see like everyone start off from the bottom again.
I personally do want to restart my profile. If I had the choice, I would.
I was thinking that obviously I'm not saying they should do seasons, but they could do something along the lines where for Laser they do a factory reset, but you can actually check your history, and then it kind of like your scores from the original stable client is like highlighted as, you know, from stable or like a old play, something like that.
Rollback client.
Yeah. Or what you could do, because obviously if you're doing profile resets, then all the scores deleted, then they can add a new leaderboard where they can do the stable leaderboards, so that those scores and those leaderboards can be like ingrained forever. I think that's like the best option if profile wipes were to happen, but that could still be a really controversial take, because obviously some players have taken like years and years. Like I think a good example is someone like Illumitry, where he is like one of the highest ranking players in the game, but he doesn't have that many high PP plays. He just grinds like a metric fuck ton of lower PP plays. Like instead of getting like 900s, he actually, I'm pretty sure he's gotten some higher PP plays now. But like before, like back in the day,
He's just consistent in lower PP.
Yeah. He was just well known for being really, really good at just getting like high PP plays, but not like top play levels. Like instead of getting like 900, 800s, he just gets a bunch of 600, 700s.
Wasn't he in like 2019, 2020 like first player that has got like all top 100, 700 plus, something like that? I don't really remember.
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt it. But someone like a player like that, I don't think would be a fan, because they'd have to grind all those scores back to get back to where they were. You know, players like Emrek and White Cat, you know, they can get number one within like fucking weeks by just farming a bunch of 1Ks or whatever. You know, White Cat's
imagine all the score farmers.
Yeah, score. Oh, that too. Score farmers are gonna kill him. Score farmers, dude. Zasima is gonna completely destroy Pepe, man, and all the other score. Dude, Momo is gonna freak. That's true. I didn't think about score farmers.
That's why I think personally for account webs, or like profile webs, better said, I think it's not a bad idea, but I don't think it should be implemented as a forced thing for all users. I think users should have the option to if they wish to.
Like they could buy a profile reset.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, you could buy use it kind of like a name change, right?
Oh, but
like,
imagine, dude. I just thought, what if someone like just hacked your account and then bought a profile reset?
Oh, what the fuck,
dude? What if someone hacked?
They could make like a 30-day revert.
You can just contact support, and they'd already have it inside of their database. They don't have to delete it.
They should have a backup or something like that.
A 30-day revert would be nice for that.
I mean, the servers have enough space to hold that information. I mean, all they need to do is just have it like backed up in case something like that does happen.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say, like, what if someone just hacks Shige or like the Lua, for example? What if they hack their accounts and just restart their accounts? Like,
I mean, when have you heard of? Because the thing is, you have to have 2FA and OSU. Like when you like change something on your profile.
Yep.
You have to like put in the code, and that's set to like your email, right?
Yeah.
So not only would they have to hack and like get the password and username, but they'd also have to have the email password and username. Which I mean, I've
Still
personally never
possible.
heard of an account. Actually, it's possible, but I've never heard of an account getting hacked
Yeah.
like in OC. But I don't. I mean, obviously, it's still a possibility.
It's all
but-
hypothetical, really. I don't
Yeah,
think.
but
I
again, that's
genuinely
only a
don't
backup.
think they're gonna do a full profile reset. I don't think they're gonna do that.
I
think-
actually,
I
No.
don't think it's a good
don't-
idea either. But
I actually
I
don't
think,
like wipes at all.
you don't
You-
like them?
No, I think stats should be as accurate as they could be.
Yeah, I don't like wipes either. It's just that if they release like laser, I think that maybe just making it like a completely whole new game would be kind of interesting.
Also, what about tournaments? Ranked system, BWS.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think they're already gonna make an ELO-based system in laser, from what I heard. I might be wrong.
Elo-based system?
ELO-based system. It's like ranked matchmaking.
Yeah, like
You know
O's,
how
like
some-
O's matchmaking without
Oh,
without MadeBot. Yeah.
With that,
the
because
fuck?
it's not Maybot and it's actually OSU supported. I think.
Shit,
I just heard
that would be
somewhere.
cool.
I'm pretty sure.
If
I'm
that
pretty
was
sure
a
Pepe
thing,
mentioned
that's
that actually.
I think Pepe did mention that. That's why I think I heard.
Not the Pundice leak.
like Tetrio League?
Something like that. Yeah. No, something like Tetra League, similar. Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
That would
think
be
it'd be
pretty
pretty
cool,
cool.
actually. I think that'd be good because then
And
that
I
can
think- I
distinguish
think that's
20
more
players from
accurate
score farmers.
than I think that's more accurate than stuff like rank, where it's like ranked-based tournaments. I mean,
Yeah.
BWS is pretty accurate too, but there's a lot of players that don't have badges that are like still crazy. Like Banshee Man, he doesn't even have a badge. Neither does like Venpris. Neither
Yeah, you
does
can just
Arco.
go in like troll teams.
Mm.
Mhm.
Like not win, you know?
I mean, Hami TR only has one. So I mean, our badges are pretty RNG.
Badges only, like BWS only keeps the tourney tryhards away.
Yeah, the tryhards. Not even just like good. It's not even just like people who are good. It's just people who play a lot of tournaments.
But then again, like if depending on what rank range the 20 is, like some random player can just pop out of nowhere and destroy everyone.
Yeah, what if you have like a ELO restriction, but then the person doesn't play the matchmaking?
Oh,
no.
that's
Well,
a good point.
Well,
Maybe
right.
you gotta be you unrank after 30 days of inactivity, and you need to play at least 10 matches a month to get ranked. Boom.
True.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I agree.
Like rank vanishing. Like you
Yeah.
have to stay
It's-
active.
yes.
What would they do about people who troll it? Who like on purpose?
They
like,
can
int?
they can easily see that through like let's say so let's say someone was suspicious, they can look at their win-loss ratio and then go into the MPs and see how hard they're inting maps.
So you could like report people.
Yeah, kind of. Like just a way that there's that's pretty easy
No,
to
but I
check,
feel like
really.
that could be really inaccurate. Like, someone is like playing half sick, or someone has just changed playstyle. And
Yeah, but if people are like
it-
hard throwing games, they're obviously gonna win games so they can stay in the rank range if they go too low. But if they're about like to go over and they need to lose a game, they'll probably hard throw. You can also look at can't you? Actually, wait, no, I don't think you can. I don't think you unless Pepe implements it. I don't think you can actually check replays in multis. Can you? You can only do that like while
What?
spectating.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, because I was gonna
replays
say,
on
like, let's say someone really wanted to catch someone out, they could like, if Pepe were to implement it in laser, in the rank system, you could check the MPs, but also check the replays of both players in that map.
Yeah.
I think that's possible, but that might be a little complicated. So I'd understand if they wouldn't be able to do that, because that could kind of overflow the database, if you know what I mean. Or am I just dumb?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it could. I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't actually have access to the database, so I have no clue.
I think
But,
they would like to have a simple ranking system, but something which is still accurate, but something everybody can understand. Because, yeah, if you have just a ranking which is way too complex, it's like, what?
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to actually grasp.
So guys,
But then
you
again,
don't-
I feel like anyone who's actually high up in it would understand it, so I don't think there'd be too much of an issue even then.
I was gonna say, we've almost like gone halfway through this episode, and we haven't actually talked about K-Hertz like at all.
Well, we did at the beginning.
We literally have a guest here who like has so many cool things to talk about, and we haven't asked a single question about him.
All right.
No, we know how he came into the game.
No, we
Yeah,
know how
that's
he came
true.
into the
That's
game.
true. That's true.
We know who he is. We know how his name came about.
Right. So I'll
What?
Oh no, I don't think he mentioned that, but I mean I know, but like it's we know how it's pronounced.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll start out with asking something. So Chaos, right? So you were always kind of a really good stamina speed player for quite a long time, but you kind of peaked in fame when you released the method. The
I
method.
never watched that. I don't know how it works.
So it is. I believe you released it before Tony made a video, but you made a collaboration with Tony where he kind of explained it a bit and answered some some questions. Do you wanna?
We basically made a video version of it.
Yeah, you kind of made a video talking about the method, and then since then you've been kind of practicing what you preach and showing results, like extra results. Like you were already good, but you just ended up getting so much better, improving with your stamina and speed, and people flocked to you. You did some crazy stuff on stream. I saw the clip. I was in stream when you I'm pretty sure when you unlocked 300. You know when you like popped off on that stream, that 300 BPM stream, and you're like, hold on, I can do this, and then you just do it again, and you're like, guys, I think I've unlocked 300.
Yeah, well, that's just the random pop-up days I have. I actually can't do it consistently, but that's pretty normal with like speed players. Usually you play like on a long period of time. Like let's say you play for 3 months, and there's just gonna be 5 random days in these 3 months where you're gonna pop off.
Yeah. Either way, you get
You
results.
just wake up and go brr.
True. Fingers go.
Brr.
The
Brr.
the tenacity needed the tenacity needed to get results off your method though is crazy.
I don't even know what that word means.
Tenacity means like you have to grind hard. Like being
Tenacity
tenacious means to not give up, basically.
So like a hard worker.
Tenacity
Like a
means
very
that
hard
you.
worker.
It really goes on your mind, to be honest. And people who don't have the motivation and who don't have the mindset, like the Sigma grind set, to literally grind these maps, like that's not gonna help a lot.
You have to really commit to it a lot to make sure you kind of keep in shape. And you still do it to this day. You've done it for years, haven't you? It's kind of like ingrained. It's like second nature now. That's crazy. I honestly, I can't. I gotta admit, I can definitely see improvement on it, but honestly, I'm not committed enough to do that. I'm not mentally Sigma enough to actually commit to the method. But
It's
it is a
literally
great
like
method,
working
though.
out. It's
So-
literally like working out. People like want to be buff. They want to be strong, but nobody's gonna like 90% of the people are not gonna put in the time to do push-ups daily.
Mm-hmm.
They could if they want to, but they're just not doing it.
Yeah, that stuff like that. That's a great comparison, comparing it to the gym. And I checked the video and I was kind of taking mental notes. I remember how you were saying how like feeling pain's the worst thing ever, but strain is good. Like you feel it's literally just like feeling the burn in the gym, right?
You gotta be a bit sadistic for this, but I actually love it when I like suck at the game or like in the gym. Like if I do push-ups and I realize I'm losing my strength, I'm actually starting to smile sometimes just because I'm like, yo, this is helping me improve or stuff like that. It's like dopamine. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
The first thing that came to mind is that fucking is like an evil anime grin. Like
well, I guess you could kind of compare it with that. Yeah.
Like he can't. He's struggling to hit 250 one day, and he's just like.
but by the way, I might have explained it a bit wrong. Of course, I still get a bit tilted when I like miss or it's like can't play at all. But I mean, when I'm peaking and then I'm like still reaching my limits and I know this is my max, that's where I find enjoyment from the game.
That's good. No, it's the best thing to have for improvement is to actually enjoy the process of it. To me, man, although I hugely respect it, if I were to do that every day, I would hate the game for my entire.
That is why OSU improvement is totally biased by
Mhm.
your mindset, or like on your mindset. I don't know how
Yeah.
to say it. How to English, man.
It's decided by your mindset.
Yeah, basically. Like that's why people also just say, "Oh, this is a mindset game."
Mhm.
Of
Yeah,
course, it
that-
can be toxic or like rage all the time. Like you guys know the Emmerich Scream compilation. You guys have
Oh,
seen.
boy.
You guys have seen Cookiesy throw his pen around. Like that's normal, but like being ambitious and like reaching or like following your goals, that's like important.
Takes so much more hard work than people think, man.
It is
Yeah.
a lot, yeah, that's true. It takes a lot out of you too.
Yeah, you gotta genuinely do the boring parts. For almost every single thing you want to get better at, you have to do the boring parts, and some people
It's
just can't be
patience.
asked.
I think it's really patience.
Yeah. That kind of builds into it, and I gotta admit, I am kind of one of those people. But I'm currently, although I'm not pursuing improvement, I'm pursuing commentary right now. Like I go to commentary and
my God,
tournaments and
same.
whatnot. So I recently so I was watching a VOD, right, and Dio like said, "Oh, there's 1/3 section." I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And so I messaged Dio. And he was like, "Yo, so like I commented with him before, which is awesome. Like he's so good learning from, right? But he sent me like a whole ass like tutorial on how it works." And I was like, yes, study. Yeah.
I didn't know what the 1/3 section was.
No, I don't know, because apparently, right, that basically means like how many notes are in a single beat, right?
Yeah, it's
1/3.
like it's what? Yeah, it's a music thing, not necessarily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
music theory.
I didn't get it though, because I'm dumb. All right.
Okay, listen. 1/4 is dun 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 dun, right, and then 1/3 is dun 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 dun, right. It's like ba-da-da, ba-da-da, that
It's
tends to be
basically
1/3.
just music theory.
It's how many notes are in a section.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That,
Is it 1 2 3 1 2 3 or 1 2 3 4 1 2 3? You know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
1
yeah.
2 3 1 2 3.
Yeah,
or
like
1, 2,
Happy
3, 4, 1, 2,
Birthday
3,
is like
4.
1/3, for example.
mm-hmm.
A
Oh
lot
my
of
God,
swing
what is it?
arrangements have a lot of 1/3 sections.
Yeah.
And
But-
then we have Sputnik.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da. It's a fucking- what even is that?
It's
math
1/6. It's
Is
1/6.
that 1/6?
But it's like
damn.
sometimes it like is fully mapped 1/6, and sometimes it isn't. That's why it's so weird.
My whole point with
Six
this, my whole
months.
point with it though, is that whole bit I struggled to understand, and I have to still like study it and check on it to this day because I'm dumb. Quite frankly, I'm stupid, so I have to kind of study it and kind of pay attention to the moments where I should implement it. So you know, it's everywhere really, and everything you got to do, like also and outside of it. But yeah, no. In other words, the method isn't just a method. It's a grind set. You got to stick to it.
The grind set mindset.
Grind
Like
set mindset.
the thing is, long stream practice maps aren't something I invented. They've been a thing for years, or like actually decades by now.
Yeah.
And the only thing I really did, I basically took the maps and explained how to utilize them. People knew how to utilize them. This is like nothing new. Even though I came up with it myself, this is like nothing newly invented. I literally just took something like other people thought of, being long stream practice maps. I saw these map sets and I was like, yo, how can you utilize them to get better? And then I basically just wrote a guide. And this guide was actually meant to be for a friend at first, for a single person.
It was all of that for one person.
I made all of that for one person.
Proof that KH
He's
is
called
a very...
Dedicated
Sparky,
friend.
German aim player actually.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Sparky. Wait, isn't he
And
Sparksy,
I've
right?
heard of him.
With an X?
He asked me how he could like start getting into 240 BPM streams, and I was like trying to give him like maps or something, like a routine he can follow to like actually improve. And then I wrote him this document, and it was actually also like I named him, like, how do you say it? I mentioned his name in the document back in the day, and it was like, yo, you can see how I used the U form. Like I talked to him, and it was
Oh, my Discord! No! Alright, so, we're back. Sorry about that. So, explanation. Because I'm the one recording the audio, I am the one who needs to be in the call at almost all times. Not
even almost, just all times, period.
yeah, everyone's gone and I'm still in the call. But that means that if my internet fucks up, the whole thing fucks up. And so my internet rudely interrupted K-Hertz and my internet died. And after about a good 5 minutes, we are back. As long as my internet doesn't die again, we're good and we're good to carry on. So does anyone remember what we were talking about? Because my brain kind of farted in the panic of trying to get my internet back up.
I think we were talking about me generalizing the guide.
Oh yeah. Carry on about that. If you know where you
I don't quite know like how much got corrupted by the internet crash, but
Watch the entire episode be gone.
Go back a little step. No. My internet doesn't mess my recording, guys. The internet messes the Discord call. I can just stop recording.
Yeah. Well, just to keep it short, basically I wrote a guide for a German friend called Sparky, and it was just meant to be for him at first, but then I just rewrote it to like so everybody can like use it.
A lot more generalized, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Were you always like a speed stamina player from the time that you started, or did you kind of switch to that style after realizing you were capable?
That is actually a tough question because I've always been interested in every skill set in the game, kinda. But when I started playing the game, like after I installed the game because I saw it from some storytime YouTuber, I obviously looked on YouTube and I looked up, who's the best player? And back in the day, 2016, it's Kukizi.
Yeah.
And I think the first play I saw from him was his time freeze play. And
me too.
It's been my favorite map ever since, really, because I don't know, it's just perfect for me.
Yeah.
Wait, did you FC it?
No, I haven't yet. I have a 5 miss with hidden, but I haven't FC'd it yet. Basically, when I saw it, I was like, yo, okay, I don't know. There's probably a lot of skill sets I don't even understand right now. Like there's probably like certain sliders which are incredibly difficult to hit because of angles, but I just don't understand it because I'm a newbie and I don't understand what's going on because I can't read AR10 at that moment. Like I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So I was like, dude, the most difficult thing or like most impressive thing to me as a new player are streams. Streams look super difficult, super intense. I was like, I'm gonna learn this shit. I'm gonna learn this shit. I was like, I'm gonna be faster than fucking Kukizi. And that was my like goal, I guess, when I started the game. And then other people like Arison back in the day, Gaze McGee, started popping off, and I was like, yo, this guy's even faster. How the fuck? Honestly, DT, you're joking?
Mm.
And I was like, yo, he cannot do 300. I'm gonna try to be the first actual 300 gamer, which Marami, thank you.
Yeah, Marami,
Marami fucking snagged that shit from you, brother.
Well, that happens, but my goal is still to like reach 300 because I kind of stopped comparing with other people that much.
A goal is a goal. You know, you don't have to worry about other people.
A goal's a goal regardless of whoever else there is.
Yeah.
Wait, I just realized I could be really bad out of context.
I basically just had rivals back in the day, and I started to like separate them.
Yeah,
my goals from the rivals.
That makes total sense. That works really well with the grind as well. And through that, did you kind of naturally? Wait, actually, what I was going to say, did you practice the method before you actually kind of released it and shared it with your friend and then everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense. So you kind of were inspired, and you kind of were set on that straight away. So for me it was funny, right? For me, it was kind of the opposite. I thought streams were piss easy. It was like, they're just moving their cursor in a line. It's easy, bro.
I was a lot better at jumps and streams.
Yeah, jumps were like super cool to me. I was like, holy shit, Raph is so fast. Wow.
I actually didn't think stream were the hardest, but I think they looked the most impressive. And that's how I choose my skill set.
That's fair enough. Well, there you
'Cause
go.
I wanted to do something flashy, so
I mean, sounds good. I mean, you're killing it now, man. You're killing it. So good job on that. You've basically made your goal. You still haven't hit the. I think you're like super close to 300 though, aren't you? I think you had like a as you said, a pop off stream, but
I can burst 300 on very good days, and
yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. But like finger control is still difficult on like 260 kind of sometimes on some maps. If you give me like triple spam, for example, that's like still a killer for me. Like if you give me like 20 like triples back to back with no breaks, I could probably not even do it on 250. Well, maybe 250, but 260 is probably too fast.
Okay, yeah, that's a different perspective. No, that's fair. No, I didn't. I honestly didn't think that. I thought you were sick on everything.
I could probably.
Control and speed aren't necessarily the same skill set, so.
Oh yeah, no, of course. No, I kind of just assumed it came with him. If you know what I'm trying to say.
That's understandable. Yeah, I can see why.
Well, basically, for higher BPMs, you need a lot of finger control to like get into and out of those bursts. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually taking a step back and grinding on my finger control, and I'm also starting to get into, let's say, DT farm maps again, because well, they have jumps and triples, and if they have like those finger control heavy parts, that's really good for my speed practice. I mean, look at Emmerich, for example. His raw speed and like raw finger control is amazing. Guess what? The maps he plays has like really, really many bursts and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're a lot more aimy as well, so you kind of have to keep your aim in check on top of that.
Yeah, so I'm currently practicing single tap and finger control, and yeah.
That's fair enough, dude. No, I'm glad I got that insight, because honestly, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking, KHC 300, go.
Yeah, I believe streaming to 70 for 10 seconds straight is probably easier for me than having like continuous triples on like 260 for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I actually believe I could go even faster on like a single stream.
Because isn't it? I might just be dumb. 5-digit POV, but wouldn't you kind of say that sometimes with super high BPM stuff, or like as you mentioned before, like 300 bursts, you kind of get the feeling that your fingers like involuntarily like hesitate. Not like you yourself. You don't think, oh, wait a minute. Your fingers just like kind of just stop for a second. Do you get that, or am I just dumb? I don't know. I've always had that struggle with tapping.
Kind of depends on what exactly you're talking about.
Yeah, I think
there could be many. There could be many reasons. Like, are you talking about like your fingers are just exhausted and you can't tap at all anymore, or like just not clicking for like one note?
I think like because when you tap really really fast, you can't really tap hard, and so you have to tap lighter. And you sometimes I can't anyway. I mean, obviously
that's
that would
what
kill
you
your stamina
practice
more, wouldn't it?
That's what you kind of practice.
Good point.
But that's basically what my method also does. It teaches you the balance of how much you need to strain and gives you like trains you the technique to like maintain the BPM. And that's what's indirectly helps you improve your stamina.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, the hardest OSU pattern to tap is fucking doubles.
Doubles are weird for me because I kind of have to prepare for them with my fingers if I want to hit them. Again, 5-digit POVs. But
yeah, 5 digits.
Yeah.
No, for doubles, I just tap them like triples.
I could literally ask like
Hopefully
a basic Twitch chat question on this podcast, so I'm sorry if I do. But yeah,
how do I get better?
Yeah, how do I improve?
Whoa, Shiba, what rank are you again? Like exactly? I know but I don't remember where.
If I am to go on my profile right now, I am currently 39k, 39,848. So basically on the border of 40k.
Okay. Wait, what about you, Leo?
Oh,
No, I've never looked at your profile. Wait, what?
34k.
Oh, see, you guys are like really close then.
Yeah, we are decently close. But he's more of like a hard rock aim player. I'm more of like a double time speed player.
Yeah,
I have no stamina. My stamina's dog shit. I just burst.
Except hard rock got nerfed, so I can't play that anymore.
No, the hard rock is nerfed. No.
No, aim,
Rip Justin, I
no!
said on Hard Rock 300. No.
Shiba, I actually like how you mentioned speed player, because I myself wouldn't consider myself a speed player. I would actually say I'm a
Really?
stamina.
Bro, what?
I would say I'm a
Oh.
stamina player.
That I mean, I considered you like an amazing stamina / speed player. I kind of put you in both of those
I
evenly.
think speed. I think
Really?
speed.
Wait, so why don't you think you're a speed player?
Because I'm grinding stamina, not speed. The thing is, my stamina is just so good that people consider my stamina being in the speed category, which
Yeah.
is kind of funny.
Yeah, so you
It's
wouldn't.
same with Mirami. Mirami's actually rather a stamina player than a speed player per se. Like if we talk about tapping as an overall term, we could divide it into like different sections: finger control, stamina, and speed. Let's say as the main three. If you look at people like Eterna or Arison, they're rather stamina players than actual speed players. If we look at people like I actually don't have an example right now. Maybe like let's say Emmerich, for example. He's rather speedy. I think he would cap rather faster on stamina, but that's a hot take. I'm not sure. I think he has really good stamina, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Hypothetically, you're trying to basically say hypothetically, Emmerich could also be as fast as Mirami and Arison, but not be able to tank as much. Wouldn't be able to hold on for as long a death streams as them, for example. Is that kind of what you're
that's
trying to
kind of
say,
where it goes? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically where it goes. Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. I my stamina sucks. But I'm like super rapid with bursts and stuff. But I still.
I can relate to that actually.
Yeah. My stamina just dies.
Actually, perfect example. Zestiny.
Zestiny.
I was
okay.
gonna ask
Destiny
Destiny.
is
I
a
was gonna
speed
ask
player.
Destiny. Yeah.
Destiny is a real speed player. He has a super high raw tapping, and he can do like very high BPMs super accurately. At least for like the BPM itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say that he. I don't know actually, but I assume he's not as good on like streaming 250 BPM for 10 hours straight. You know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like the approach, and then we have people like Rat Pixel who are just finger control, basically.
I'm telling you right now, this is a brilliant thumbnail title. Thank you, K-Hertz. Does K-Hertz think K-Hertz doesn't think he's a speed player?
Let's go with the clickbait, mate.
Honestly,
But that's basically my
one.
explanation behind it.
No, that is a great explanation, honestly. I did not expect you to say that. That really put me aback. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? But yeah, no, it's more like the speed capability is a result of you being able to have such good stamina.
It's just I've gotten so good at stamina on lower BPMs that I indirectly learned speed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like how Ryuke mentions, like how, if you're good at burst, you're good at burst. But if you're good at death streams, you're going to be way better at burst and streams. That's kind of what you mentioned.
It's actually kind of yesn't. If you're better at bursts, you're gonna be better at death streams or like longer streams as well.
Mhm.
But your like focus is still on bursts. Like
I have hope. I have hope, Leo. I have hope.
the thing is,
I'm gonna catch up to you on the speed
like,
department.
like your tapping skills are closely tied together. So if you practice bursts, you're gonna have more stamina because you have better raw tapping speed, if that makes sense per se.
Yeah.
So basically, if you learn raw tapping speed, well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have the much, like, you don't have to push your speed limit that much anymore. So you're more comfortable on the lower BPMs, and like it's more comfortable to maintain BPM. And that's also what would be my argument against being, you can't tap hard on higher BPMs, because if you actually learn the raw speed, you have like you can actually move your fingers like a lot faster and like have a bigger range of motion in your fingers and your tapping on like higher BPM.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah, no,
people
that's fair.
tend to have like very minimal tapping. I think Hyperpigeon abuses it a lot. Not saying it's bad, but you can see it working out for him. Like his tapping in the hand cam looks very minimal to me. He's basically just optimizing his technique, and that's where he gains so much speed and stamina.
Would you say that that's more considered like vibrating,
No,
or would you say that that's
no.
actually in itself its own thing?
Vibrating is something completely different.
I don't. Can you really vibrate your hand? Like,
Yes.
wouldn't it hurt if you can vibrate so hard to the point where?
Don't
Wait,
you know,
no!
don't you know jitter click?
Can you vibrate your hand?
No, stop! No,
Do you have-
I meant no. Listen, I meant okay.
Can
So
you guys really vibrate your hand?
no, I meant I was going to say right. I was gonna say yeah, jitter clicking. I saw as a different thing because tapping a key is way like a key is way deeper than a mouse button, right? You can like abuse it. I know what you mean by jitter clicking. In fact I played PvP in Minecraft a lot. I used to jitter click quite a bit.
It comes from a different thing. If you look at single tap, for example, you realize that your single tap comes from your wrist. When you stream, your streaming comes from your fingers. Or like, yeah,
Mhm.
basically that.
What if you rotate your
I
wrist?
didn't even realize that, but when you
What?
said that, I just tried it out on my keyboard, and you're right.
Yeah, when you single tap, your speed and stamina comes from using your wrist or using your arm. But if you like,
But if I stream, I'm using what the fuck?
that's the difference, and that's why people like I don't know Darabam also cannot stream 360 BPM.
That's
No, I'm thinking, what if you streamed with your wrist, like you rotate it?
That's wrist tapping, and I would never recommend doing it.
carpal tunnel speedrun. No.
Actually, no.
No. That was just
That's
a,
not
that was just a
carpal
dumb.
tunnel.
I just heard carpal tunnel speedrun in the Tony video and just felt like saying it.
Yeah, no. Carpal tunnel is when you like clamp up your nerves.
Yeah.
But like wrist tapping, you just don't really have. I mean, if it works, it works. But I just don't see a reason to use it because you just like exaggerate your movement that much, and you don't really have that much control over your fingers. Because if you wrist tap, your fingers are like solid. They're like stone. You don't move them.
Yeah.
You just literally rotate your wrist. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah,
but whatever.
dude, imagine, bro, someone's on stream playing the game, right? And they just they rotate their wrist tap like so hard that they just break their wrist. They're like mid-stream, they're like, ah!
Like 300 BPM, like a spider.
Dude,
Oh,
I
God.
can't picture that. That makes me squeamish. Oh.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, funny topic. Picturing things. I actually can't picture images in my head.
Picture a pigeon
Wait,
right
what?
now.
I can't. It's like I don't have an imagery memory. Or like not memory. I can't imagine pictures. It's called aphantasia, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
It's something I just learned recently.
really.
You're unable
Yeah.
to imagine pictures?
It's actually not that rare. Like or like from what I've heard, every 10th person has it, and they don't know it.
Holy.
What?
Like you cannot imagine pictures.
All right, let's see.
I
Who in this
can.
call can imagine pictures? I can.
I can.
I think I can.
You think you can? All right,
you
dog.
can?
Dog right now.
Think
Dog.
of a dog. Can you imagine a dog?
Yeah, I can imagine a
Wait,
dog.
there's actually a test to that. Wait. Let me send you let me send you an image.
Dude, Kate's about to get one of us diagnosed, bro. For
No,
real.
Oh,
There you
someone.
go.
So are you like not able to like recall what your dog looks like when you're told to, like, or like what your
I
parents look like?
remember facts and like and
Oh,
basically imagine a computer but the monitor is turned off.
Oh.
I still remember, that was blue, but I don't know how that blue looks like.
What?
Yo,
That is
what?
That is crazy.
What the fuck?
What?
Yo,
Or like another example, or like when I imagine things, I'm like thinking a lot more about texture or like smell or like sound.
Yeah.
If I imagine like a smooth wall versus like a rough wall, I don't know how you said. I like imagine like I could feel the wall, if that makes sense, in my hands. It's like kind
Yeah.
of tickling, if you know what I mean.
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't see, your other senses kind of help.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I'm just focused on other stuff more.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
I've never heard of this.
I
Me
haven't
neither. I didn't know
either.
it existed.
It's been pretty. This is very recent. Like I think this was discovered in like 2016 or something.
Wow.
Shit, man. Wow.
But I might be wrong on that. I haven't informed myself too much, but that's just something I just realized when you said.
No, that's
Picture and
that's
stuff.
no, that's fair enough. No, thank you for telling me about that. I did not know. Damn. That's
Didn't
crazy.
even know that was
I'm
But-
guessing
but
because you've had that your whole life, you haven't really seen it as an annoying thing, have you? You've just kind of yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
how it is differently. Like I first realized it when we were in PE class, physical education, and we were doing something called how do you translate this? Like in
Say it in
Germany, it's
German.
called Traumreisen. It's like people tell you stories. Like, oh, imagine you're on the beach. It's a super hot day and you're laying on the ground, and it's like kind of meditating, but two stories.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I
they
know
say
what you
stuff like, "Yo, picture
Oh yeah,
the
we have that as
palm
well.
and the leaves waving around," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Okay, I mean, I get what you're trying to say, and I didn't thought too much of it because I was like, "Yeah, it's probably just like a metaphor kind of thing." But then like later I realized when I like reflected on myself after knowing this, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, wait, this makes actually a lot more sense now.
Yeah, that's okay. This could be either a good question or one of the stupidest, most brain dead questions to ever exist. I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess. No, I'm gonna guess it. It's right. But you can see your dreams, can't you? You can see your dreams because that's a different thing, right?
I can or
Do
can't.
you dream?
You can. Like you are able to see your dreams.
Um,
Obviously, if you remember them, assuming you remember them.
I actually don't remember most of my dreams. And after I dream, I don't remember any pictures in my head. But I feel like I'm in the situation when I dream.
Ah.
Like you remember, so you do know that you like see it happening while you're dreaming, but you don't
It
recall it, when you wake
feels
up.
like I saw it, but I know I didn't. It's kind of weird because
Yeah.
you know when the feeling of falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still feel like I like ran off a house, for example. Okay, it sounds horrible, but imagine in a story you like
POV, he
jump out of.
skydived.
Okay,
Yeah, dude,
okay,
actually I have that,
okay.
yeah.
Let's say I
You know
jumped
what's
out
funny?
of a
I'm
plane
going
to
skydiving right now
skydive.
in
Okay.
GTA.
Yeah, let's
let's
say he skydived, all right, for safe for work reasons.
I was about to say I jumped in a pool from the roof, but whatever.
Okay.
For legal
Alright,
reasons. But let's say I went skydiving. I still like feel like the falling, and I still feel the steps I make to jump out of the plane. And I can imagine the scenario. Like I can imagine the frame of the plane door being like at my left and my right, and me like hanging there in the door frame before I jump. But I don't see it.
That is insane. Okay, I'm glad I asked that question. That's actually so interesting. Holy shit.
So can
But-
you like smell the wrist tapping? No.
No, but I can feel the motion. Like if I think of it, I could like imagine what kind of inputs I had to do, or like and what kind of impulses my brain has to give my hands, if that makes sense. Very
Yeah.
abstract, but you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's fair. That is so interesting. I'm glad you told
Okay,
us about
so
that.
I have one question
yeah.
about it actually. So when you do see stuff again, like, do you just like what goes on in your head? Is it just like, oh, that's what that looked like?
I think that's what do you mean by that?
So like for example, let's say so you said you cannot recall an exact image of something, right? But you remember the facts about it. So let's say you have the dog, right? And you remember the facts about the dog, but you don't remember what it looks like. When you see it again, how do you know that that's what that looked like? Or how do you know if it's yours
it's
or not?
kind of
Like, how do you know?
like memorizing people's faces. You know a deja vu feeling?
Yeah.
Imagine
I
that.
get that feeling.
Okay.
you
Okay.
know?
So it's like oh, this seems familiar.
I recognize familiarities, but similarities. I mean, no, familiarities as well. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah. Both of them would be correct,
But
yeah.
what's it called? I just the facts I didn't remember, I always like newly discover when I see a person. Like
You
let's
really
say
discover them every time.
let's say I meet you 10 times and every time you wear a blue shirt, but I didn't pay attention to it. And then on the 11th time we meet, you say, "Yo, have you noticed I wear a blue shirt every time we met?" And then I try to recall, and I'm like, I can't tell, dude, because I didn't save that in my head, you know.
So you have to actually like register every detail in your head.
Basically,
It's like being mentally
Oh
blind.
God.
Yeah,
mentally
basically.
blind.
literally.
I'm mentally blind. I'm mentally blind.
I am mentally blind.
Okay, right. So let's move on. Honestly, that is such an interesting topic, and I'm glad we talked about it. But we should
I
definitely.
didn't even
move
know that
on.
existed.
Neither did I. I'm so glad I
Yeah,
thought
neither
about
did
that.
I.
So obviously, between my time the internet cut out, I wanted to say I let you know that we were going to talk about this. So obviously, you're a super well-renowned stamina player, but obviously everyone also sees you as a speed player because you're fucking crazy at speed. And so you were picked up for the Germany team for OWC this year, and it was your first appearance. So what kind of went through your head when you got the green light that you were gonna be playing for Team Germany in OWC, and what was it like going through that tournament up until, of course, grand finals?
Oh God, what went through my head when I saw the message from Justice in my Discord DMs at school, and it was like, "Yo, we'd like to have you on the team." And the thing that went through my head, dopamine.
Literally,
Yeah,
it was euphoric.
I literally just started smiling, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Yep, oh yep, oh yep." And the thing is, I was standing in a friend group, and everybody, "Yo, Kelvin, why are you smiling?" And I'm like, "Nothing.
They don't
It's
know.
all good."
They don't know.
They don't
know
Germany on
Pepperlord.
Osu. They
They
don't
don't
know.
know.
I like
Hello.
literally never speak about Osa in real life.
So I'm going to guess right. You know, you have some legendary players on your team. You got Dustis, of course, Dustis, Okinamo, White Cat,
Dude.
along with loads of other players. I'm guessing you did idolize some, surely. It must have been quite crazy playing with them.
I mean, it's kind of tough to say because I have played 3WC before, so I got kind of used to talking to like people who I looked up to. Like, for example, Hello Watcher has always been like a person I really admired, not only because of his skill but also because of his dedication and just like he's just a cool person in general. Let's put it like that.
He is, dude.
And like actually talking to him for the first time, like in 3WC, was like actually like it was chill. I had to get used to it, but I realized that people are just people. Like that's when it like clicked in my head. Like the first time I spoke to like higher ranked people, I realized, yo, I'm in their same boat. Like I'm high ranked as well. I shouldn't feel nervous.
Yeah.
Because I still have this to this day, like, or like others as well. When you like meet your idol outside, well, you don't go outside because you play Osu.
Like you ran into them on the street.
You imagine.
Yeah.
I don't picturize it, but you imagine that you run into somebody, and you really admire, and you're gonna literally simp for them like a dog. Don't do that.
No. Yeah.
They're
sorry.
literally a person. Go up to them, talk to them, but
I may have asked the question wrong. I didn't mean it like that. I meant more as in like surely you've seen people like Dustus and you know Hello Watcher like damn, these guys are really good, and then suddenly you're like, oh my god, I'm playing with them now. Like it hasn't been a cool feeling. I didn't mean like Sib. Sorry, I asked the question wrong. That's on me. But yeah, that's more what I meant.
Yeah, I get what you mean. And yeah, of course, they're strong players, and holy, on a lot of maps they completely destroyed me in practice lobbies. But I don't know. I kind of went into this with a mindset of, yo, I don't even know why I'm on this team, to be honest. I didn't even feel like I deserved a slot on the team. I felt like the third wheel.
Oh yeah. Okay.
In this case, the sixth wheel, but like, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I thought like so many people were better in the team than I was. So it was like it took me some time to like get confident with my own skill, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that
because
makes sense.
you were kind of put down as a bit of like a more of a specialist side on the streaming and speed side.
Yeah.
I'm on 5 DT2.
That's
I'm
the
on
thing.
maybe.
Why people also think I'm a one trick. I actually have pretty decent aim. I can play hidden. I can play HR. I can play
That was
low AR to a degree. But the thing is, my team is just so fucking good that I can't even show my other skill sets.
That is literally what I was about to say. You know, literally the next thing I was about to say. Doesn't it suck that everyone thinks you're a speed one trick?
I actually top scored Nomad 3 in the qualifier lobby.
That was my assumption. I was gonna say like it's not a matter of you being bad at everything but speed. It's just that you have such a great team.
The thing is,
gonna do better.
The reason why I didn't play are mostly my inconsistency, because well, I'm just not as consistent because I really spent the last 2 years like perfecting my tapping, and my aim just isn't consistent if I didn't warm it up like an hour before. So most of the time they just played, but mostly they played because of my nerves. I got so incredibly nervous. I literally almost passed out every time I played.
Wow.
If I streamed and had my heart rate monitor, I literally would have reached 180 BPM at least every time I played.
Wow.
My shake, you can't even see it most of the time. I literally like, I put my one leg over the other and like cramp. I started cramping my legs to like put the tension in like other body parts.
The nerve technique. just cramp your legs.
It's literally I started learning to play with nerves through OWC.
But like, KHC2 method.
Dude, the worst are snap patterns. If I play HR position or like long jumps basically, and I snap, especially on like awkward angles.
Did you say HR position? Like a pen grip position?
What?
I heard you say hard rock position.
No, if we talk about HR maps.
Oh,
like,
sorry.
And like small circles, precision.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said hard rock like position, like as if like your pen grip was different.
Hard rock precision. No.
Yeah.
Probably also because of my accent. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, that's perfectly fine. That was on me, man. You carry on.
Well, okay. Yeah, basically just when you need to snap for like aim patterns, usually when they're awkward, that's where I like kind of start to like shake off, just because like there's so much tension on my hand when I snap, it like releases the moment I'm trying to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say the source of the nerves was because you were playing for such a huge team and you had kind of big shoes to fill?
Well, imagine being the rookie of the team and the entire community is expecting you to win this thing.
Yeah.
Like Germany is the #1 contester for USA.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that's literally. And also, Krilla was also rookie, but he actually performed amazing.
I think
that like he kind of put also pressure on me. Not gonna lie, Krilla, I love you, but oh god,
Krilla.
I was kind of jealous.
You have to admit, Krilla is an excellent tournament player. Specifically in tournaments.
That is true.
He knows how to control his nerves. He's played in some of the as beside OWC, he's played in some of the biggest tournaments the game's ever seen. He knows how to control his stuff. He's kind of just it's more that he's been given better experience for the scenario that he's been given. So that makes perfect sense. But Krilla, on top of that, he is an incredible player. Really good player.
Yeah. Well, definitely. It's just that I thought people expected too much of me. That kind of put me under pressure. Not only because they wanted us to win the thing, but also because, well, I'm seen as this Arison token. I'm seen as this player who only plays one map, and that exactly is the problem. I have one map. If I fuck up this one map, I'm gonna be seen as a loser.
Yeah, okay, obviously I'm nowhere near in your shoes, right? But when I've played in tournaments, I've had the similar boat where loads of my team are mostly good on like No More Than Hard Rock, and double time is kind of where I come in. I kind of like to shine. And when I find it so much more stressful when playing a map that I know I can FC than a map that I know I'm going to throw. And most of the time, I will get so much better scores because in tournament, right, for me at least, in tournament, you are way more focused aside from practice. When you're practicing, you're kind of not focused, but in tournament, you think, this is it. One mistake, can't go back. So you focus way harder, right? And so in turn, you can kind of generally, as long as obviously nerves don't kick in, generally you'll play better. Generally. But for maps that are really difficult, you over focus because you don't want to fail the one thing your team relies on you for. So that is such a like dude, that statement is so relatable to me because that happened to me so many times. And you know, my team would be like, all right, Shiba, we need you in for DT. Let's win this match. And I fucking shake and I break on like a section that I'd never missed before. It's horrifying. I completely relate to you, dude. Even though I'm not in your shoes, I relate to you.
If you look at other players in my team who play more than 1 or 2 maps, then you can like see, they have, I don't know, hidden hot rock, no, but they can play different stuff, and they appear in the tournament different times. If they like fuck up one of their scores, like doesn't matter. They have 3 more attempts to like show what they can do.
Yeah,
I got 1 attempt to show to the entire world, and that's like that. Also, contributing to that fact, Speed was permabanned because Justice Okinamo rising.
Yeah, not only were you kind of restricted for that role, but you were kind of the only one who could excel in that. Obviously, like you got players who could do really well, but you were like on another level for that specific kind of skill set, right? So when you get permabanned because you have other teams, because the speed meta, that was actually a topic that was actually on the sheet here. That thoughts on the speed meta. This year and last year in OWC, because there was a speed meta. Speed players were a lot more sought after, and you saw a lot more speed specialists. Arison made his first appearance in OWC, I believe. Is that correct? Arison made his first appearance.
Yeah, that was his first
last
appearance.
Year.
He said he was gonna do a lot more, but he never did.
Yeah. So Arison made his first appearance, last year as exclusively a speed specialist. Kind of similar to the boat that you were put in, but he I don't know, he was just put on such an incredible team that they could also perform just as well, and so it was kind of like less of a stress thing. And so Germany kind of having a really good team, but specifically for speed, having you and maybe 1 or 2 other players depending on the map, you don't want to go against a team like Canada or USA when they're all really strong on speed. You might as well get rid of their skill set, their strengths.
Why speed is so, or like stamina, speed, like the tapping player. You know why a tapping player is not ideal for tournaments? Basically, if we take a look, what?
Pundice?
Well,
okay, if we take a look at
Wait, stop paying attention. What happened? Huh? What?
Somebody screamed in your background.
Somebody screamed in your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. If we take a look at aim players like Waxay or Whitecat or Embrek, who have like super incredible high tier aim, they cannot show this in tournaments. But it refine because there's like no 10-star aim map, They cannot peak. But basically that's the same thing for me and Arson in tournaments. We can't show our maximum speed stamina potential. And the thing is, we still lack aim though, so we can not play any nomads because of aim, any hiddens because of aim, any hard rocks because of aim, any free mods because of aim, and not even DT1 because of aim, and not even DT4 because of aim. So we can literally play nomad 5, DT2, DT3 if we feel comfortable enough with our aim.
Yeah.
If you look at White Cat or any other aim player really in tournaments, they have all these options. They might just be limited on nomad 5, DT2, DT3 maybe. That's basically just my theory. Of course, if you like reading, you can play hidden too. Of course, if you lack precision, you won't be as good as hard rock. But aim gives you a much wider fundamental for every skill set needed to play tournaments.
I completely agree.
Because consistency comes a lot from your aim, and that's what you need in tournaments.
There you have it, dude. So I'm just gonna.
As a tournament player, I have to agree. To be honest, I think it's really. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that with only aim you can't really do, and you also have to keep in mind you have to keep your accuracy in check no matter what, because Score V2 is something that's very brutal on accuracy. But as far as tapping goes, if you have accuracy and you have and that really doesn't entail as much as something like speed does. That's really just hitting the note accurately at the time that you need to, which isn't really too hard on stuff like in Nomad 1. As long as you have that and your aim, you're set for a majority of the pools.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that the amount of pressure put on you in that final map against USA and Grands must have been like so overwhelming. That must have been horrendous for you. Having to play that DT2, and everyone thinking K-Hurts carry, K-Hurts FC in chat, and you're like,
that's
no.
the thing.
I could imagine that being ridiculous.
And then I miss on the slow section and the jumps.
You could see the shakes, and your screen is like an eighth smaller, and you can still see the shakes.
The thing is, that actually I think I missed on the jumps, like the wiggle jumps. I don't quite remember, but that exactly shows what I explained earlier. Awkward jumps with nerfs are impossible to snap.
Yeah. That's fair enough. I thought I completely changing topic, by the way. I have a question. I'm guessing you haven't had too much of a problem with it now, but a problem that I have particularly. This is what I like to call a cope question, because I suck and I want to see if people can tell me why exactly. But back in the day, well, no, I mean like now, my tapping stamina would actually correlate to my aim stamina. So, for example, let's say I play 170 BPM stream practice map, example, right? But this time you actually have to aim it, not like square, right? I kind of my aim, I don't do much. I just move around, right? But as I'm slowly losing stamina and the streams get more spaced, I start shaking a lot. I'm not nervous or anything. No nerves. I'm just playing the map, right? But my aim starts shaking because my tapping stamina is dying.
That's
to an extreme degree, not because of my hands are about to die.
That's a mindset thing, because you try to hyper focus on your tapping basically, and if you tap harder or like hyper focus, you start to lose stamina, and then you kind of like forget to focus on your aim. And that's basically how that's why space streams are so difficult, because you can only consistently play space streams if you're 100% comfortable with your tapping. You first learn how to do streams stacked, and then you build flowing upon if you can kind of go autopilot with your tapping. Because if you just if you play spaced speed, then it's gonna be RNG if you're not comfortable on the BPM.
Yeah.
The reason why players like Zestiny don't play spaced 350 BPM streams is because if they have to also focus on their aim, the bursts are just going to be RNG.
Yeah.
I can see that actually, because I mean I do have like general shaking problems. That is true. I have a shake problem. I shake a lot, but it feels unfair when I'm streaming. Like when the words are never said, for example, right? Comfortable BPM. My stamina starts dying a little bit. The streams get more space, and I just can't aim them. I'm not looking everywhere because I'm shaking, and I'm not nervous. I just can't do it. And I do have a shaking problem. Like I do shake a lot, and also nerves. But I didn't expect it to be that bad. But it just
Mini coaching.
Mini coaching.
Next time you play, try to think of playing like you do when you play with relax.
Okay.
And try to have your tapping just completely like
You need
unconscious.
coaching.
That's literally what's
Don't charge me, please. Don't charge
Yeah.
me, please.
No.
Shiba can afford
I
it.
don't take money.
Well, yeah. This has been great. Do we have anything else we can talk? Oh, all right. So coming into closing out this episode, because it's been a long episode and a great episode, by the way. I've had a fucking blast
I
recording.
think this is the longest episode we've had now.
Yeah, this has been the longest episode we've had. But obviously, I want to ask K-Hertz for the final question. If you guys, if Pundice and Leo, if you guys have other questions, just shoot after my one. But I want to ask, coming up to the close, what would you say are like your big goals for this year? What would you say are your plans to kind of go up the next level?
Streaming till my fingers fall off.
Hell yeah! Stick the grind.
What I said when I got interviewed by Brahmaster as well. Streaming till my fingers fall off.
Damn right.
Literally just grind sad. But I'm also trying to look into improving or like maintaining my other skill sets so I can be set and ready to go for tournaments and an OWC 2022 if I make it.
German OWC winner, let's go.
I believe in you. I'll always have hope for Germany and or UK to win OWC. Hopium. Please don't win
as
for
long
the
as long as it's not US.
Not the 5-year, please. Not the 5-year. The 5-0 isn't fair. The 5-0 isn't fair.
It would be like 7 if Poland didn't win that 1 year.
True. Imagine that match was legendary though.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Crazy.
All right. So, gentlemen, before I close out, do you guys want to ask anything before we go?
What's 3x plus 4?
3x plus 4?
Yeah, what's 3x plus 4?
Wait, you're asking me?
F of x.
I'm asking everyone.
3x plus 4?
What is 3x? Yeah, just 3x plus 4.
Well, I need. Well.
Okay, but what is it?
Well, no, I'd have to know what the number is.
No, there is no number.
It's y. No.
Correct. Good job. No, I actually don't know. I just fucking put that out of my ass.
What? That's not fair.
No, man, they're not good to school. Like y equals something x plus something, you know.
No, the actual. No. Well, I guess the actual answer would be like. I don't know. I guess that you could answer in the solution, but then it would just be infinite.
No, it'd have to be something like
3x plus 4 is 3x plus 4. You need to tell us what to do with it.
Yeah. So, for example, you'd be
that's the thing. You have to put a number.
You have to put a number equal to it.
The joke didn't fly. It was meant to be a fucking stupid question that you were just gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
Pundice, your humor sucks, bro. Fix it. Fix it for next episode.
I'm gonna curb stomp you.
Man, I want to part 2. This is way too funny.
Honestly, you could come back on for another episode, K-Hearts. That'd be great.
Yeah. It was lovely having you.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a great episode. I've had so much fun. I was feeling really down today because I was tired because work, but it's been great. It's been super good. I'm glad I did this. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna intro. K-Hearts, do you want to quickly plug anything before we go? You're probably more popular than us anyway, but.
Nah, all good, man. It's just I stream on Twitch, KHCOC. That's pretty much it.
Socials in the description.
Yeah, socials will be in the description.
Let's go.
Go check him out.
Don't watch my trash content.
Let's go. What a game.
Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this next episode of TTB Podcast. It's been a blast. I've been Shiba. With me have been my two wonderful hosts in Pundice and Leo. And of course, the wonderful KHZ. Thank you so much, KHZ, for coming on this episode.
Oh, wait, can I make a quick announcement before we finish this off regarding my own social media? All right, guys. So, if anyone's interested,
You know what I was thinking?
What?
As soon as you say it, I'm just gonna cut to the outro.
oh man,
I actually might do that, you know.
no.
Hey, I do everything. You edit it then.
All right, I'll edit it. I'll just cut out your voice for every single part.
As soon as he like does the outro, as soon as he plugs the stuff, it's just the audio fading out slowly.
Oh my god. Okay, just in case I don't do that, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I love you all. We'll see you. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care and goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.